Today is Monday. I hope you had a great weekend. Welcome to Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good Monday morning.
Oh boy, how was your weekend?
It was wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank you for asking.
It was great. It was a great weekend. You know, the weather was kind of mild. It was seasonal. Actually, our temperature average for this time of year is about 50, maybe a degree cooler or warmer, but we're right in there over the weekend, about 50. It was a little cool.
About average.
About average. And you know, February is our coldest month.
I know.
You think we've had some cold temperatures? Well, we have. But February, historically, is on average our coldest month here in Wayne County. So just remember that, okay?
So we'll see what happens in February.
We'll see what happens.
Because you never know in North Carolina.
I never know. Who is on today's program?
Well, so glad you asked.
Yeah, I am
Today
happy.
we have, I believe it's Miss Lee HULSE here talking about Bank on Wayne.
Yes, indeed. We talked to Lee last week, and anyway, whatever. And she's going to tell us all about Bank on Wayne.
Yeah, that's the program they're running through United Way. And we also have Miss Cindy Stallard here. She's the city occupational health nurse, and she's here talking about the fact that February, I believe it's February, or is it January?
Yeah.
We can't remember, is Healthy Heart Month.
Oh, it is?
Yes, it is.
It's February.
February, okay.
February.
Very good.
Got to be, because Valentine's and all that stuff
Okay.
works for me. See? Just made that up. What do you think?
Yes, he did. He caught me off guard. And of course, we also have Pets of the Week.
Like that never happened before, right?
That's right. Pet of the Week. All that happening today.
That's today's program. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Let's see who's having it.
All
Good.
right.
It is February.
That's good to know.
We have been confirmed.
That's always good to know.
Having a birthday today, we have Bobby Blue Bland, the R&B singer.
Bobby Blue Bland.
Rock and roll, Hall of Fame singer. That's the Way Love Is, Call on Me, Turn on Your Love Light, Ain't Nothing You Can Do, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Anyway, Bobby Blue Bland is 84 years today.
Wow.
Nedra Talley was one of the singers with the group The Ronettes. You ever heard of the Ronettes?
Yes, I've heard of that.
The Ronettes, Be My Baby, Baby I Love You, Do I Love You, Walking in the Rain, all that stuff. Good stuff. She is 68 years today. Mimi Rogers, the actress.
Oh, yes.
Mimi Rogers has done a bunch of movies and TV. She is 58 years today. 58.
Wow.
Wow. And Bridget Fonda's having a birthday. She is, I think she's Peter Fonda's daughter.
Okay, yes, I believe so.
Or niece.
And how old is she?
One of them. Anyway, she's 50. Henry Fonda. Everybody knows Henry Fonda, or most people do. She is 50 today. And those are the birthdays.
Happy birthday. If it's your special day.
Yeah.
Let's see, I want to remind you all that we have a city council meeting on Monday, February the 3rd.
There you go.
We always have a work session that begins at 5 o'clock, and then we have a regular session at 7 o'clock p.m., which will be which will be in, of course, historic City Hall in the council chambers. We'd love to have you join us. If you're not able to be there, we do film it, so it'll be, of course, on WGTV on Channel 10.
That's right.
Running the next few days after that. And you can also always find it on our YouTube channel. And that's goldsboronc.gov is our website. Click on YouTube and it'll take you right to our city council meetings. That's right. Monday, February the 3rd.
All right. Go, Wayne, go.
Go, Wayne, go.
No, not this Wayne.
Go.
No, bye. It's the other Wayne. The other Go, Wayne, go. It's an effort of several people, pardon me, in the community here to help you become more healthy by losing weight. And this is a great effort. If we all do it together, it should be a little easier.
That's exactly right. We've got a mighty big goal ahead of us.
Yeah, we got to lose 1 million pounds.
That's right.
And I only have 999,999 to go.
But the 1 million pounds is for our entire county.
Oh, that's for everybody?
Yes, Wayne, that's for the entire county.
Everybody. Okay, well, I don't feel so badly about it then. All right.
But how can people be a part of that?
Well, they can be a part of it simply by going to gowaynego.org, gowaynego.org, and find out all about it. You can register there. Once you get registered, you get a T-shirt. You'll be in contact with other people. You'll find out some of the events where you can take part and actually join in with other people to help yourself lose weight. And you know, it's a lot easier if you have someone to work with rather than trying to do it all by yourself.
That's right.
Yeah.
And tell us why it's important for our county, Wayne.
Because we're fat.
Unfortunately.
Well, let me be a little more tactful about that. we're overweight.
Well, nearly 75% of Wayne County adults are overweight or obese.
Now, wait a minute.
75%.
That's 3 out of 4 people.
Yes.
3 out of 4 of us are overweight or obese?
And over 30% of Wayne County adults report that they do no physical activity in a given week.
Well, 1 out of 3
Yeah.
do no physical activity.
Well, a healthier community means a better quality of life, a more productive workforce, and lower healthcare costs.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
So that's why it's important to keep yourself healthy.
Well, I'm glad I was able to answer your question.
I am too, Wayne. I am too. Gosh, you're smart.
Well, you know, gosh, well, it just happens. All right, what else is going on?
Well,
today?
I believe it might be time. Let's go to
Is
these
it
wonderful
time?
interviews. We've got 3 big ones today, so stay with us.
Today we're at the Animal Adoption and Education Center at 1600 Claymore Street here in Goldsboro, and we're here with Mary Craig. Hi, Mary.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Who's our friend here?
This is Pixie, and she's a flat-coated retriever. She's about a year old, very playful.
She looks playful. She's got a lot of energy
She's got a great personality.
and a great personality. Loves people, don't you, darling? She is beautiful.
She is.
About a year old. How much bigger will Pixie get?
We don't really see her getting any bigger. We think she's full grown.
She's full grown, so this is it. And she's she's curious about everything. You have lovely hair, my dear. So how would someone be able to make Pixie a part of their home?
They could come on in and fill out an adoption application. It's a pretty quick process. It would be $50. And upon adoption, we give them a rabies shot.
Right. That's another 10, I believe, right?
Yeah, that's another 10, so for a
Okay.
total of 60.
Total of $60, you can make Pixie part of your home. Pixie needs a home. Pixie's a very playful. How would Pixie be around children?
I don't really know. I'm sure she'd be good. She's got a good personality, so I don't really see her. She might be, kind of a little hyper. So
A little
maybe
hyper?
Maybe not too young of children.
Right. Well, I think Pixie would settle down once. Oh.
So yeah, she'd grow out. She'd grow out of some of that because that's puppy behavior.
Yeah, she's still a puppy. She'd grow out a part of that, and she's very playful and very pretty. $60, you can take Pixie, providing you're approved. Now, how does that work? Somebody fills out an application.
It's a questionnaire, so it's got a multitude of questions on it. We need to find out if you have other animals at home. We do need to have your other animals at home be spayed or neutered. And then we need to make sure if you own your own home, do you have the land for the animal, or if you rent your house, does your landlord approve?
Right. Your landlord has to approve if you're a renter.
Yeah.
All right. So at 1600 Claymore Street here in Goldsboro, put in an application. And now, Pixie, you can't have my watch, dear. And take Pixie home for only $60, and that includes a $10 rabies shot. And there you go. It's that easy. And you can get more information by calling 919-731-1439, 919-731-1439. All right? And this is Baby Girl. Baby Girl is about a year old. She's a calico cat, a tricolor, and would love to be a part of your home. Baby Girl needs a permanent home, and she's right here at the Animal Adoption and Education Center. The center is open Monday through Friday, 12 till 5:30, and the first and third Saturdays, 10 till 12, closed on Sundays, of course. But you can call the Animal Adoption and Education Center to get information about Baby Girl or any of the pets available for adoption here by calling 919-731-1439, 919-731-1439. And you can adopt Baby Girl and take her home, providing you're approved, for a $50 fee plus a $10 fee for rabies shots. So for a total of $60, you can give Baby Girl a permanent home and she'll become a part of your family. From the Animal Adoption and Education Center at 1600 Claymore Street in Goldsboro. Our guest in the studio today is Lee HULSE. Lee is with Bank on Wayne. Lee, thanks for being with us. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
What in the world is Bank on Wayne?
Bank on Wayne is an adult financial literacy program that was developed by United Way. They started working on this in 2012. It is now fully developed, and starting January of this year, it was adopted by Literacy Connections of Wayne County.
Okay, and it will benefit adults.
It is designed for adults. Particularly, we are targeting unbanked and underbanked citizens of Wayne County, which simply are people who either do not have a bank account of any kind or do but don't take full advantages of the services their bank has to offer.
Okay, have you found that there's that many people that do not have bank accounts or are unbanked? Or
yes, in Wayne County, 10.2% of the citizens do not own a bank account of any kind.
Really?
And an additional 23% are underbanked. They don't take full advantage of what they do have.
So 1 out of 10 approximately do not have an account at all, and 1 out of 4 approximately are underbanked.
Exactly.
So how do you make this right?
Well, hopefully we make it right by having students attend the series of workshops that have been developed that sort of has two components to it. One of them being the financial education, which consists of 4 units that are offered in workshop environment. Each workshop is 2 hours, and so it's a total of 8 hours of classroom time. And then hopefully once the student has completed that program, they will, if they're underbanked, they will go to their bank armed with more information about the services available to them and take advantage of that, as opposed to cashing checks at Walmart, paying bills with money orders, or operating on a cash basis. If they are unbanked, again, hopefully they'll take their certificate of completion and go to a local participating bank and have the opportunity to open an account and start the process of building that relationship.
I am surprised that the numbers are that large, that there's that many people. Has anyone determined why people just do not have bank accounts? Is there a reason for it?
Well, there's several reasons, and one of them, of course, is the mistrust of a financial institution.
Well,
you know, we've always kept our money under the mattress, and we're always going to do it this way. Cash
makes
works.
lumpy mattresses,
It does make lumpy mattresses. You know, and the idea of why pay someone to handle my money when I can do it.
Yeah. So there's a lot of reasons. Pretty much. A lot of reasons. Okay.
And some people just don't understand. They have this misconception that they're paying high fees, and there can be high fees associated with an account, but they're usually when an account has not been handled properly.
So you can help them with that and determine
exactly
which is the best way to go and least expensive way for them to have an account.
Exactly. One of the units in the workshop deals strictly with bank accounts, how to manage your account, how to handle the fees, how to avoid some of the fees. There are 3 financial institutions in Goldsboro that are offering a low-cost account for the people who've completed this program, and they will explain the fees and, again, how to avoid them, how not to incur additional fees, but they do open the account at a low fee to begin with.
Wow. This is wonderful. This is great.
It is wonderful, and of course the long-term goal of this program is to create financial stability. You know, if someone has the ability to manage their money better and more effectively, and then can own an account and build a relationship with the bank, then they can start working toward long-term goals.
What about someone who is not aware of the fact that they may be underbanked? I mean, isn't that possible, that they wouldn't realize that there's more available to them?
Well, and I think there again, that's where this program could help so much, just to go through the process and learn what your bank has to offer. Or go to the bank and sit down with a retail banker and say, you know, please explain what's available to me, what I'm eligible for, if I'm not eligible for certain services, what do I need to do to become eligible, to just start that conversation.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We did start classes last Tuesday night at Literacy Connections. We're getting off to a very slow start, but we do have more additional classes scheduled in February. We also are going to offer a set of workshops at Philadelphia Community Church. That will start on January 28th and run for 4 weeks. But this program can be mobile. We're housed at Literacy Connections, but if any organization or church would like this program to come to them, we have volunteer facilitators who will do that, and we bring the materials, and we're glad to do it in that setting as well.
That's great. So each class is 2 hours, and there's what, a total of 4 or 5 classes?
There are 4 classes total, so a total of 8 hours of classroom time.
Right. And then you're meeting at the literacy connections,
Mhm.
you can work out with someone.
Exactly. If a church or community organization is interested in having this offered on site, if they'll just contact me, I will make that happen.
And how do they contact you?
They can call me at 735-3591, or they can visit the website, which is bankonwayne.org, and the contact information is on the site as well, along with additional information about the program.
All right, Lee Hulse at 919-735-3591 or bankonwayne.org.
That's it.
Lee, thank you so much for being with us. Some great information.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Joining me today is Cindy Stallard, the occupational health nurse for the city of Goldsboro. And she's here today to talk about the National Wear Red Month and what that signifies. Welcome to the show, Cindy.
Good morning, Kim.
We're glad to have you here and to tell the community and myself a lot more information about what does red signify and what does it mean when you wear it the month of February.
February 7th is the National Day for wearing red. 11 years ago, two businesses came together to promote women's heart health, and that was the American Heart Association and Go Red for Women. So in the years past, women's heart health was not as important. We weren't the main breadwinner or one of the two breadwinners in the past. So now it's come up that it's very important to make us aware of heart health, to promote heart health, and that's mainly what this is all about.
Well, tell us some stressors that cause women to have heart attacks more often than men.
Well, we're wired a little bit differently than men. We multitask almost all the time.
Really?
Really. So I kind of envy my husband. He says, all right, it's time to go to bed. He goes to bed. I clean up the kitchen, fold the last load of laundry, tidy up the kids' stuff before I go to bed. So we just have so many other things that we do, and it keeps us busy. So there are some symptoms to be aware of for women that may have heart attacks coming on and not even notice the symptoms. So the first one can be shortness of breath. And you might think maybe you're short of breath because you've been so busy, but if it stays on board, you know, and you continue to have problems like that, it could be an impending heart attack. Another one is back pain. Sometimes people experience that in their upper back, and they might not think that it's related to their heart. Or jaw pain.
I've heard that mentioned several times, that jaw pain is really one of the main signals that you are having, or signs of having a heart attack.
Exactly, and we tend to, we're so busy, we don't want to stop and take care of ourselves, that we tend to ignore these signals. So, and then people end up with, you know, heart attacks, or maybe worse.
Right.
So, and then nausea and indigestion, and it can be like a flu-like feeling. And, you know, with this time of year, people think, oh, I've just got a bug going on. So they, you know, again, will ignore that. So
well, a lot of times, are these symptoms happening simultaneously?
They can. Yep, they can. And I've seen people say, oh, I just don't feel that good today. I'm just going to go home, and then have a heart attack.
So I'm not saying we really need to watch our symptoms. We really need to be very proactive about getting to the doctor if we feel like these symptoms are unusual. They're not something that we've had going on at separate times. If these are happening and you are familiar with this, get to a doctor immediately.
Right. That would be the best practice, definitely. So again, this is American Heart Association and Go Wear Red, their 11th anniversary, and they've been doing a great job. More people are checking their blood pressures and their cholesterol levels, but we still have hundreds, thousands of women that are dying from heart attacks. So it's about, it's the #1 killer of women, and more deadly than all the forms of cancer. So it's really up there.
That statement right there is one that is very hard to believe. Can you say that one more time?
Sure. It's the #1 killer of women and is more deadly than all forms of cancer. It actually affects 1 in 3 women, so that's a lot of people.
We definitely need to be aware of our symptoms and know your body.
Right. And there are two differences between a heart attack and a cardiac arrest. A cardiac arrest is when somebody's heart actually malfunctions and it stops beating completely. A heart attack is when there's a blocked artery that may prevent blood going to a portion of our heart, and that can still be very painful and cause the heart to not function as well as it should.
oddly enough, I never knew there was a difference. I had not heard it explained that way before. It's very interesting.
Good.
All right, so tell us the day we need to wear red.
All right, February 7th, which is Friday. And men can even wear red too to help promote their wives' or girlfriend's heart health, and that would be great.
So Friday, February the 7th, we want to see Wayne County full of red.
There you go.
Everybody supporting healthy hearts and heart awareness. Thank you for being with us today, Cindy. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it. And let's all stand up for healthy hearts.
Thank you.
There you go.
They were good, weren't they?
They were good. We're back and happy to be so on this Monday. Thank you for being with us, and I am so excited.
What are you excited about?
Today is Bubble Wrap Day. Woo!
Wow.
Oh boy.
That is always exciting.
Did you ever take bubble wrap?
Yes.
Everybody's done that. I guess.
Everybody's done it.
All right. Woo! Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Today also a bunch of other stuff. Enjoy that too, okay?
Well, want to remind you at the Arts Council of Wayne County, they're having an exciting little class called Young Chefs. That's going to be on Saturday, February the 8th, coming up. It's between 2 and 4 p.m. It's in their main gallery. This is for young children ages 5 to 12. Kids will make their own gourmet pizza.
Really?
The pizza is, while it's cooking, they'll put together a beautiful cookie and candy Valentine bouquet to take home for their family.
How about that?
This is teaching young people how to do healthy options, how to cook, how to be productive in the kitchen, and how to do things with your family members.
I admit I am not a cook.
You're not a cook?
I'm not a cook. I kind of think I might enjoy it if I got into it.
Well,
But you know, if I had this,
that's what I was
available
gonna say.
when I was a youngster, because back
Might
in the
spark your interest.
Well, in the cave it would have.
In the
back
cave.
then. Yeah, back in the cave, you know. But hey, we had to go out and hunt for dinosaurs.
yeah, right. We've heard it before.
Yeah.
But give them a call at the Arts Council if you're interested in being a part of this at 736-3300 to register because space is limited. Once again, that's Saturday, February the 8th, between 2 and 4 p.m. for young people ages 5 to 12. Learn to cook and be a young chef.
That is a great program.
They have so many good ones over there anyway,
Yeah.
for all different age people. From cooking to painting
I
to making
know.
Christmas ornaments to pottery. The list goes on and on.
Yeah, they have a bunch. And plus, don't forget the gift shop.
That's right. The Arts Council of Wayne County.
That's right.
Be there.
On at the corner of John and Walnut, I believe.
That's exactly right.
You know, and I'm serious about that. This for young people, if
I
you
agree.
want them to become more self-sufficient and able to do things on their own,
And just learning about nutrition.
learning about nutrition, and they don't even realize they're learning about nutrition.
Exactly.
They're learning something new, and of course they'll benefit. They'll make good food. They'll be able to eat healthy and all that stuff. But they'll just have fun doing it.
It's just a hands-on activity for them.
And I'm serious. When they get grown and they're able to cook, it's just so much easier
right.
to get through things. Daylight saving time. Oh boy, March 9th. Mark that on your calendar. Okay.
Yes, excited about that.
I'm whoopee. Here we go. Woo! All right. March 9th. You move your clock ahead 1 hour when you
Spring forward.
spring forward. Exactly. All right. So
Looking
remember that.
forward to that. Longer days with lots of sunlight.
And speaking of which,
Yes?
well, I don't know. There's got to be a way I can tie all this together. But on this day, the year was 1880 when Thomas Edison patented the electric incandescent lamp. As you know, it was a
Speaking of light,
light bulb. Yeah, the light bulb. He patented the light bulb, and we're about to see all those just go away.
why?
Well,
Yes.
I don't want to say politics,
Oh,
but I'll say because there's a move upon everyone to be more
energy efficient?
energy efficient. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Energy efficient, and the thinking is that the fluorescent lights will do a better job.
Okay.
That's the thinking, anyway.
Oh, I hear you.
I'm not going to say one thing one way or the other about it.
All right.
Okay, but anyway, the incandescent lamp patented this day, 1880. So it's been around for about almost 140 years. National Geographic Society incorporated this day, National Geo. Everybody's read that and seen it on TV. 1888 is when that started.
1888.
Yes, and I love the National Geographic magazines because they used to take you around the world before cable TV did. 1968, the Bee Gees. The Gibbs played their first American concert as a group, earning $50,000 to entertain at the Anaheim Convention Center in California. identical to what the Beatles were paid to perform at the Hollywood Bowl a few years earlier. 1968, $50,000 was a tremendous amount of money for a band.
Boy, when I was a young girl, I sure did love the Bee Gees.
You know, and I'm an old man, and I still love the Bee Gees.
Yep.
Yeah, they were.
They were a good group.
Yeah, they were just outstanding, and it's unfortunate that there was some disagreement within the family toward the end of Robin's life. And, well, anyway, enough of that. But anyway, a fellow that I talked to some years ago by the name of Carl Lewis, the Olympic athlete, bettered his own 2-year-old record by 9 inches plus when he set a new record, world indoor record with a long jump of 28 feet, 10 1/4 inches.
Wow.
The track event was held in New York City, and of course he lives in New Jersey, and he's running for public office now.
Wow.
Trying to anyway, and there's some a little bit of a problem there, as a matter of fact.
I guess no different than Clay Aiken trying to do it here.
I guess not. Well, he's not. Clay Aiken's not having a disagreement with the governor.
Well, true.
like
True.
Carl Lewis is having a disagreement with the governor there in New Jersey. Anyway, it's another story. All right, enough of that.
I believe so.
Are we ready?
You know what, Wayne? We've had a great Monday. We will see you all tomorrow, full of lots of new exciting things on the show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so let's do this. Join us again tomorrow morning. We'll be right here, and you'll be right there. And if you missed the program at 7 a.m., you can see it at noon and at 5:30 when it replays through the day. All right? So until tomorrow, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.